Hey guys, Patrick here, and today I'm going to be talking about how to throw a punch bare knuckle. Now, I've been practicing martial arts for about 14 years, and during that time I've punched a lot of things. People, bags, trees, walls, and I've also punched a lot of materials. Flesh, wood, glass, steel, and in all that time, I have never broken my hands. Now, why is that? Well, I can't say for certain, but one theory that I've always had is that I do punch a little bit different from how most martial arts will traditionally teach you how to punch. See, a lot of martial arts will teach you to make contact with your first two knuckles when you hit. Firstly, it's because it helps keep your wrist in alignment. When you throw a punch, it helps to make sure that your knuckles all the way down, your wrist, your elbow, everything is in perfect alignment. Second, it's a smaller surface area, so when you throw a punch with your whole body behind it and it makes contact through these two knuckles, it creates more damage. Now, I've literally never punched with that part of my hand intentionally, and that is because when I throw a punch, how I throw it is aiming for the direct center of my fist. So around here on my fist, middle two knuckles, little bit downwards, right here. So I'm hitting more with like the tops of my fingers where they connect to my knuckles. Now the reason I do that personally is because I like to have super high accuracy when I punch. So I'm willing to sacrifice some power in order to make that happen. So if I aim to punch with the direct center of my fist, even if I'm a little bit off, this part will make contact. This part will make contact. Okay? And I'm always guaranteed some kind of hit. Now, what does that mean when I hit flush with it? It means that, unlike what happens with two knuckles, I don't do a shit ton of damage. It's less like a piercing arrow and more like a blunt hammer. Because when I land flush, I don't just hit with this. I hit with all of this surface area. So, does it do as much damage? No. But it allows me both to hit more often and also more safely. Because you see, how a lot of knuckles break is they can't withstand the entire pressure of your body, your entire body being thrown behind these two small little bones. Because the laws of physics dictate that with every action there is an equal and opposite reaction. So, when you throw a punch with your full hips twerked into it, with your full body thrown behind it, what happens is all that force you're hitting into your opponent is getting hit into him and then coming back straight through your fist. Which is why it's very important to keep your wrist in alignment, because if that were to happen with a broken kinetic chain, it would come back and break your wrist. And a similar thing happens with your knuckles. Because you gotta think about it, guys, these two tiny bones are taking the entire force of your big power punch. But if you widen the surface area, it takes all the pressure off those two knuckles and allows it to disperse through the entire fist instead. And that's personally why I believe that I've never broken my hand despite 14 years of martial arts training, among the other stupid shit I did as a kid. Well, there you go, guys. This has been my thoughts on how to punch bare knuckle. Please try it out and let me know what you think about it down in the comments. I'm Patrick, and I'll see you next time.